Hello children, good morning. How are you all? Hope you are all fine at home. Welcome to our school, Sri Veda the Universe School. Are you excitedly waiting for our next sense organ? Yes. Have you learned the previous sense organs what I have explained, children? Are you clear how the ear is working, eye is working and our nose is working? Yes. So we will move on to the next sense organ, that is skin. Yes. So coming to skin, what is the skin used for? Tell me. Skin is used as a sense of touch. Yes. Not only for that, it also acts as a barrier for our internal organs from the external environment. Yes, it protects us from the harmful UV rays, and it will make us feel the sense of heat or cold, whatever it is, pressure, whatever it is. When something is on the skin, then we can feel it. Because of the sense of the touch on the skin, we can feel the pressure or heat or cold, whatever it is. And also it is protecting our body from the external temperature. If it is too hot or cold, if there is no skin, think how it would be. If there is no skin to protect your body, how it would be. You can't imagine, right? The skin is very important sense organ in our body that is helping us to protect from the external environment. Okay, whatever it may be, whatever the climate is, it protects our body. It also protects our internal organs in the body. Yes, so skin is the main important sense organ, we can say. Yes, and when coming to the skin, we have different layers formed as skin, and how the skin is formed, how the hair is formed, and how the sweat is formed. When you tell the uses of the skin, we can also say that it maintains the body temperature. Yes, when during summer, when it is very hot, it will release that hot in the form of sweat. When that sweat is released out from our skin, our body gets cooled automatically. So skin is also helping in that way. So before going to the layers of the skin, I have written here some new terminology. Okay, you have to be thorough with these words because these are all new words for you. Make sure that you read them several times so that you will get exact pronunciation and you will remember them. Okay children? So coming to the layers of the skin, mainly they say that there are 3 layers of skin. Okay, they are epidermis, dermis and hypodermis. This epidermis is the outermost layer of the skin. Okay, if this skin is if you think this is the skin and this is the internal structure of the skin, this part is the epidermis. That means whatever we see here, that is the epidermis layer. Okay, and this epidermis layer is again divided into 4 layers. Okay children, the epidermis layer is only containing 4 layers. First one is stratum corneum, granule cell layer, spinous cell layer and basal cell layer. Okay, remember these words very carefully. They are very new to you children. So read many times so that you can remember the words. So how many layers the skin is divided into? Mainly 3 layers: epidermis, dermis and hypodermis. The first layer is again divided into, first layer is the top layer of the skin, that is divided into 4 other layers internally. Okay, stratum corneum, granule cell layer, spinous cell layer and basal cell layer. Okay, before going in detail, okay, I will explain everything in detail. Just listen to it. Okay children? First, I have written in the same order. Okay, how the layers internally are present. In the epidermis, the top layer will be stratum corneum. Below this stratum corneum, granule cell layer will be there, and below this the spinous cell layer will be there, and below this basal cell layer will be there. So this is the last cell layer when coming to the epidermis part. Okay children? So we will go into the explanation. First, before going to this explanation, do you know what is dermis means? The dermis means it is a lot of blood vessels. What these blood vessels are used for in our body? What these blood vessels are used for? They are like tube structures. They pass over blood for all parts of our body. Okay, they are called the blood vessels. They carry the blood to all other parts of the body. They are called the blood vessels. So when coming to this dermis, that word dermis means a lot of blood vessels. Okay children, so group of blood vessels is called dermis. So here only the word itself is saying the skin is formed as blood with a group of blood vessels. Yes. So when coming to this epidermis layer, okay, we will discuss from last layer to first layer. Then it will be clear for you. Okay, children. So when coming to the basal cell layer, what this cell layer will do is it will produce new cells. Okay, because below this layer is only these blood vessels will be there. Okay, if you think that if you see this is the epidermis part, so below here you will be having the basal layer. Okay, children, this part will be the basal layer. The last part of the epidermis layer is basal layer. So here you will be having the basal layer. Here below the basal layer blood vessels will be there. So using the blood vessels, this layer will produce new cells. Okay, children, these new cells will be produced with the help of the blood vessels that are below that layer. Okay, and next, coming to the next one, spinous cell layer. Okay, and from the whatever cells are produced in this basal cell layer, they are moved up to this spinous cell layer. Okay, children, not exactly in the same size and same shape. You all know that all the cells will not be in the same size or same shape. They will be having different sizes and different shapes. So with that different sizes and shapes only, the cells whatever are produced in this cell layer will move on to form the spinous cell layer. Okay, children. So here whatever cells are created here, are produced here, are moved with different shapes and sizes to form the spinous cell layer. Is it clear, children, till now? Okay, very good. So from this cell layer, the cells whatever this layer gets from the basal cell layer, they move to this granule cell layer. But what happens here, do you know? They will become, they are dead here. Here the cells began to die because below this layer, if you see, below this layer, blood vessels are there. So the flowing of blood helps to form the new cells. Moving one layer up will disconnect from them from the blood vessels, and moving one more layer up will completely disconnect them from the blood vessels. So there is no blood for them. So in this third layer, granule cell layer, the cells will become die. They will begin to die here. Okay, because they are moving far away from the blood vessels. As children, this layer is very near to the blood vessels. So it is able to produce new cells. And these new cells, coming to this, it is moving somewhat far away. Okay. But of course, they are able to take the cells alive like that only, because only one layer is there in between. But coming to here, there is a complete disconnection from the blood vessels. So the cells when coming to this layer will begin to die because there is no connection for them with the blood vessels. Okay. And those died blood cells form the granule cell layer. Yes, children, are you clear up to here? Yes. So what happens in the last one is, these dead cells, okay, they will move up, okay, in the form of uniform cells. Now after the the cells, whatever are moving from here to here, they will become somewhat uniform, and these dead cells will be overlapped on one on the other, forming the skin. Okay, children? So is it clear for you the epidermis part? Okay, we have 4 layers. From here, the basal cell layer will be connected to the blood vessels, and these blood vessels help in producing new cells, which will pass into the spinous cell layer with different shapes and sizes. And coming to this part, they began to die because the connection with the blood vessels is cut off there. And by the time they are reaching this layer, they will become completely dead, and they will form uniform cells. They will become uniform cells and overlap on one another to form the skin of our body. Okay, children, is it clear for you all this? And we have some proteins like things present in this basal layer. Okay, I have written here. Okay, the basal layer, what it does is, we have 3 types of cells present in this layers. Okay, first one is keratinocytes. They produce a protein called keratin, which is helpful for producing the hair. Okay, this keratin is a protein which helps us to grow the hair. Okay children, and this hair moves outwards to the outermost layer. If you see, you can see the hair on your skin. Yes, this hair is grown with the help of the keratin protein. Okay children, and this is present in basal cell layer only. From here onwards, the hair starts growing and comes to the outermost layer of our skin. Okay, so which helps to grow hair on the skin is a protein called keratin. Okay children, and next one more thing is there, melanin. Okay, this melanin is produced by, these melanocytes produce the melanin. Okay, these melanin is responsible for very light touch sensation. Okay, sometimes the sense of touch may not be too hard. Yes, it may not be too hard. Sometimes even if you touch it lightly also, you will however feel the touch. Okay, for this light touch sensation, this melanin is responsible. Okay, this melanin is also present in the basal cell layer only. Okay children, and one more important use of this melanin is it protects us from the harmful UV rays. We already discussed in this class only. I said in the starting of the class that skin helps us to protect from harmful rays. Okay, ultraviolet rays are such harmful rays. Okay, these melanin helps us to protect our skin from the harmful rays. Okay children, and one more type of cells are present in this epidermis part. They are called Langerhans cells. Okay, they are called Langerhans cells. They are part of our immune system. What is the part of our immune system means? They help us to fight against any bacteria or whatever it comes. Okay, these type cells will help us to fight against the bacteria or germs, whatever touches our skin. Okay, so is it clear up to here now? And one more thing you have to remember is the skin, when you see or when you observe, all the places the skin is not with the same thickness. The skin all over your body, it will not be in the same thickness. Okay, if you see under your eyes, the skin will be very thin. But if you see here in your arms or under the feet, it will be very thick. Based on the usage of that body part, the skin will be sometimes in some parts it will be thick and in some parts it will be thin. So if here thick skin is there, we cannot rotate our eyes very easily. So to help our eyes rotate easily, the skin under the eyes is very thin. Okay, so the skin under the eyes is, that's why they call it as sensitive part of our skin. Okay children, so basing on the structure of it, sometimes some parts of the body it will be thick and some parts of body it will be very thin. Okay children, very good. So are you clear with this epidermis layer? Yes, so we have mainly 3 layers, and first one is epidermis, that is the outermost layer. In this epidermis we have another 4 layers which is helpful for us to form the skin. Okay, this from coming to this, if you come from down to up, okay, then it will be very easy for you to understand. Okay, this basal cell layer is attached to the blood cells that helps in producing new cells. This spinous layer takes the cells produced in the basal cell layer but with different shapes and sizes. This spinous cell layer passes on the cells to the granule cell layer, but as the distance between the granule cell layer and the blood vessels part is very far, the cells began to die and these dead cells move on to the stratum corneum and they are overlapped on one another to form the topmost layer of the skin. Yes children, and in all this process, different cells like keratinocytes, melanocytes and Langerhans cells help us to form the hair, help us to protect from the harmful UV rays. Okay, and they help us protect, they will help in, the Langerhans cells are part of immune system that help us to fight against the bacteria or germs. Okay children, so up to this part, are you clear? Yes? So we will move on to the next one. The layer